France was never built in silence. It did not grow gently like a tree in a quiet garden. It grew like fire, spreading across dry ground, fed by ambition, anger, ideas, and blood. What the world sees today, the elegance, the confidence, the cultural gravity, is not the result of calm centuries. It is the product of constant friction. France became powerful because it was never peaceful. Long before cafes and cathedrals became postcards, the land that would become France was a battlefield of tribes. Gauls fought Romans. Romans imposed order with steel and stone. Roads, laws, and cities arrived. But peace was temporary. When Rome weakened, invasions followed. Franks, Visigoths, and other powers tore through the region, each leaving a mark. From the very beginning, survival meant conflict. Identity was forged not through harmony, but through resistance. When France began to resemble a kingdom, peace still refused to stay. Feudal lords fought each other as often as they defended the crown. Loyalty shifted like sand. Kings ruled, but their power was fragile, constantly challenged by nobles, churches, and foreign enemies. The 100 Years' War against England was not just a war. It was a century-long lesson in endurance. Villages burned, populations collapsed, and yet France did not disappear. It adapted. It centralized. It learned that strength came from unity under pressure. Religion then poured gasoline on an already burning nation. Catholics and Protestants turned faith into justification for violence. The French wars of religion fractured society from top to bottom. Neighbors killed neighbors. Trust evaporated. The state learned another brutal lesson. Belief can be as dangerous as armies. Out of this chaos, France began tightening control, slowly moving toward absolute monarchy. Peace was not achieved, it was enforced. The era of powerful kings brought grandeur, but not calm. Palaces rose while peasants starved. France projected dominance across Europe, but inside its borders, resentment fermented. Wars drained resources. Taxes crushed the poor. The gap between image and reality widened. The country looked magnificent, yet it stood on a fault line. Then came the explosion. The French Revolution was not an accident. It was pressure releasing after centuries of imbalance. When the old system finally broke, it shattered violently. Kings fell. Heads rolled. Ideals of liberty and equality were written in blood. France did not gently reform itself, it tore itself apart to be reborn. Chaos ruled the streets. But from that chaos emerged concepts that would reshape the world: citizenship, rights, secular government. Modern democracy did not arrive politely, it arrived screaming. Even after the revolution, France did not rest. Napoleon rose from the turmoil and turned revolutionary energy into military dominance. Europe burned under French campaigns. Borders changed. Laws spread. The Napoleonic Code outlived Napoleon himself, shaping legal systems far beyond France. Once again, instability produced influence. The 19th and 20th centuries continued the pattern. Revolutions returned. Empires fell and rose again. France was occupied, humiliated, and forced to confront its own vulnerabilities during World War II. Collaboration and resistance divided the nation internally. Yet from that trauma came resilience. France rebuilt, redefined itself, and reclaimed its voice on the global stage. Colonialism added another layer of unrest. Power abroad brought conflict at home. Wars in Algeria and Indochina scarred French society, forcing it to confront moral contradictions between its ideals and its actions. Protests, strikes, and social movements became part of national life. France did not suppress tension. It argued with itself openly. This is the key to understanding France. Conflict was never eliminated. It was absorbed. Disagreement became culture. Protest became tradition. Debate became identity. Where other nations fear instability, France learned to live inside it. That is why France produces thinkers, artists, and movements that challenge the world. Its writers question authority. Its citizens challenge governments. Its streets fill when something feels unjust. This is not a flaw in the system. It is the system. France's power does not come from obedience. It comes from refusal. Refusal to accept imposed order. Refusal to remain silent. Refusal to forget its past. Every strike, every demonstration, every heated debate is a continuation of a long historical rhythm. Peace, in the traditional sense, was never France's destination. Transformation was. Each crisis forced reinvention. Each collapse cleared space for new ideas. What survived was not calm, but character. So when people see France as elegant, confident, and influential, they are seeing the polished surface of a nation shaped by centuries of unrest. The beauty exists because it was earned. The strength exists because it was tested. France was never peaceful, and that is exactly why it became powerful.